Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Katie Hinker. A young boy is now recovering after nearly drowning over the weekend. It happened at the Yogi Bear Jellystone Park Camp Resort at Beaver Trails in Austin. KIMT News 3's Jeremiah Wilcox is talking with those who were at the campground that day. He's live in the Rochester studio now. Jeremiah.
Katie, the 10-year-old boy from Chatfield was found floating face down in a pool at the campground. He was reportedly not breathing and his face was purple. I was at the campground today where staff tell me they are so thankful that 3 first responders who jumped into action to save his life.
If the fire department people hadn't been there, somebody who knew how to do CPR, it could have been a very different outcome.
It's a story of heroism. 3 people jump into action to save a 10-year-old boy's life. Susan and her husband have managed the campground for the last year.
Oh, you know, it's so much fun watching families have fun together. And
Susan was one of the many people who went running to save the young boy.
Time I got over there, we had 2 paramedics, off-duty firemen, that had, actually there were 3 there, but 2 that were actually working on him by the time I got to him.
Susan is a retired nurse and is always ready to help where needed. Today she says she's thankful there were people at the campground who knew what to do. But that's not always the case.
Buddy, if you really want to be a help in a situation like that, is go get a basic CPR course. You don't have to know everything. You just have to know what to do to help somebody out.
Her husband, Vesa Bostrom, says he's never encountered a situation like this and wants to prevent it from happening again.
Hopefully warning for another parent, keep an eye a bit more closely, the kids, when in a situation like that.
Now the 2 have one thing to say to the people who saved the boy's life.
Thank you to first responders, definitely, always. They're there. They're doing it even when they're not getting paid. Even they know the training. They're out there doing what they need to do.
Now, Susan says she spoke to the family of the young boy and he is doing great. Reporting live in the Rochester studio, Jeremiah Wilcox, KIMT News 3.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah. And the Mower County Sheriff's Office says signs posted around the pool indicate there were no lifeguards on duty.